From WFSB, this is an Eyewitness News update.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Nicole Nalepa. Today is Thursday, January 19th, and here are your top stories this morning. Breaking overnight in New Haven, we are learning more details about a deadly shooting investigation. Now, we know that just around 8, police found the victim on Chapel Street, right by James Street. Investigators determined that the victim was actually shot just a few blocks over on River Street. The victim was rushed to the hospital, where we learned that the victim later died from his injuries, and anyone with any information should give New Haven police a call. Also this morning, we're working to learn what caused an overnight tractor-trailer fire in Rocky Hill. Take a look at this footage from around 11 last night. That fire ended up shutting down the southbound lanes of 91 right by exit 23. And we are still waiting to hear about any injuries, but of course we will keep you posted as soon as we learn more. And this morning, police in East Hartford are looking for a suspect wanted in a deadly hit and run. The crash happened on Pitkin Street last night. We know the victim in this situation was taken to Hartford Hospital, where they later died. And right now, we are working to get an update on the investigation from East Hartford Police. This morning, a man in Orange is being accused of shoplifting and carjacking. Police arrested him after they say that he crashed a stolen car in Milford. This all happened on the 10th when 39-year-old Richard Abelli stole over $1,000 worth of tools from a Home Depot on Boston Post Road. We're told an employee confronted him and that he dropped the items and then ran out, where he then stole a car to get away. Today, he is being held on a $250,000 bond and is awaiting arraignment.
All right, good morning, everybody. I am just starting to see a little bit of precipitation moving into the lower Hudson Valley. It's going to be a nasty day of weather today. I know we're starting off with some just gorgeous sunrise shots. However, the weather will take a turn for the wetter, not for the better. There is a winter weather advisory in effect for the northern sections of Hartford and Litchfield counties. This is this afternoon through tonight and into tomorrow afternoon. So could be a wintry mix again in the higher terrain. Some minor snow and ice. I'm a little concerned about ice up there in like Norfolk, Colebrook, Barkhamsted, Riverton, on over to Sharon and Kent, Cornwall. You guys might be dealing with a little bit of icing. Shouldn't be too much of a big deal, but any ice is bad. Possible slick spots for this evening's commute and tomorrow morning's commute, particularly in that area, while we're going to get rain in the rest of the state. Now, tomorrow, we're going to get a little bit of snow showers, which could accumulate to 1 to 2 to maybe even 3 inches in parts of northern Connecticut. The bulk of the snow out of this system is to the north. And that's in ski country where they need it. So that's good news. They're going to get anywhere from 6 to 10 inches of snow out of the system. I promised you a gorgeous sunrise, and there it is.
We have seen every single color.
Isn't it spectacular?
And look at the eye cams.
They're just
Everywhere.
They're remarkable everywhere you look. Mystic, good morning to you. There's Jonathan Livingston Siegel. Picture perfect. Cars are moving through on dry pavement, which is nice. Visibility at a perfect 10. Temperatures are in the mid to upper 30s. A real nice start out there. 41 in New Haven. That is so remarkably above average. 18 is the number you should be seeing on this map. Now, we are down from where we were 24 hours ago, anywhere from 4 to 5 to 8 degrees cooler, and it's going to be a cooler day today. The winds are calm, so no wind chill this morning, that's for sure. Here's the satellite and radar. You'll notice the rain creeping into the lower left-hand portion of your screen. Let me widen out the shot. Could be a little bit of snow, a little bit of a mix at the onset, and then everybody goes over to rain, with the exception of the highest elevations of northern Connecticut. And that is according to early warning futurecast, tomorrow's weather today. Here's that snow around noontime. All right, there's that little pink up there in northern Hartford, northern Litchfield County. This is 5 o'clock, so while the rest of the state is getting rain, you guys could be dealing with a little bit of ice up there. And then everybody goes over to rain. It kind of wraps up late tonight through early tomorrow morning, and then more residual moisture rolls through tomorrow. This is the wraparound, and you'll notice 9 o'clock tomorrow morning, some snow showers, which could accumulate in parts of northern Connecticut, and even some snow showers through the evening rush in parts of the state. So just be forewarned, the next couple of days not looking too great. Here's the wider perspective of Futurecast. Watch the rain roll in. It's pouring at 7, and then it kind of winds down, and then here comes a little bit more moisture as the system's winding down in the form of snow tomorrow. So today, daytime highs in the mid to upper 30s, much cooler than yesterday. Tomorrow, it's rain and snow. What a mess. And then Saturday, much better, mostly to partly cloudy. Sunday, another storm rolls in as a mix, changing over to rain. 7:05 is now the time. Nicole, we'll send it back to you.
All right, thanks, Scott. Now to Middletown, where an investigation continues this morning after a basketball game turned into a brawl. We first brought this to you as breaking news on Tuesday night. We know extra police officers were at Middletown High School yesterday, and we're told there was even a rumor that there would be retaliation after Tuesday night's fight that extended beyond the players and instead to those in the stands.
Parents, they're very competitive with their children. They want them to win. A lot of kids that play don't even want to play. They're playing for their parents.
The school described the students' conduct as, quote, unsportsmanlike after Middletown's win over Weaver High from Hartford. We also know a staff member is recovering from a minor injury from that fight. And in Norwich this morning, the future of the St. Bernard School is up in the air. The Diocese of Norwich is planning to sell the property. Multiple lawsuits were filed against the diocese alleging abuse at St. John's School in Deep River over 20 years ago. In July of 2021, the diocese declared bankruptcy and is now planning to use that money from selling the land St. Bernard sits on to cover some costs. Now, this news certainly has come to a shock as we spoke to some alumni.
The board of the school, the faculty, the headmaster, they all have the support of the alumni to try to keep the school open.
We'll be following along with this story as it develops on air and on the Channel 3 app. Police in Wallingford are warning about people posing as DEA agents and police officers. Someone told police that they got a call claiming to be an agent and an officer. Police say the scammers asked the person to buy gift cards and that if the requested items weren't sent, the people would then be arrested. But we are told that the scammers spoofed the police department's main phone line, making it look like the call was actually coming from the police department. Police want to remind you that they will never ask someone to buy gift cards or send money. If you have any concerns, call police. Also happening this morning in New Haven, city officials are scheduled to provide an update on efforts to combat violent crimes. Police Chief Carl Jacobson will also be going through some of the trends from 2022 and what the department has seen over the past 3 years. Today's briefing is at police headquarters at 1:30 this afternoon. And first, the UConn men's team loses their coach. Then they lose a nail-biter to Seton Hall. Both Dan Hurley and associate head coach Kamani Young have tested positive for COVID-19. Neither making the trip to New Jersey yesterday. As for the game, the Huskies held a 14-point lead at the half, but lost control after that. Seton Hall won in a big upset, 67-66. Wow. Thank you so much for tuning in to Eyewitness News this morning. Remember, you can get news and weather updates anytime on the Channel 3 app. Have a great day, everyone. Be healthy, stay positive, and enjoy these sunrises while they last. See you tomorrow.